أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم خاتم الأنبياء والمرسلين رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. My very dear Quran course fellows, I welcome you all to the last lesson, part 1 of the Understand Quran course 1. And by welcoming you, I also congratulate you that Alhamdulillah course which we started is nearing the end, nearing the completion, and inshallah tomorrow we will have the second part of the lesson 20. So the last lesson is being divided into 2 lessons. Today inshallah we'll study the part 1, and tomorrow inshallah we'll study the part 2. So this is only with the blessings of Allah and His support and guidance that we have been able to complete. And I also congratulate you, this group of people sitting with me, for being specially blessed, because many people joined us. People registered in hundreds, and then many people joined us. But it's only with the help of Allah that this group of people is going to complete the course, Alhamdulillah. So what we are going to do today in today's class is, we have completed our task in the previous lesson. In the lesson 19, we have already achieved the target. Target was to learn, with the help of 232 words, we have added 41,111 words in our vocabulary. Okay. Now, that target we have already achieved. Today, what we are going to do is that if we are making this claim that we have achieved this target, so we are going to check it today, whether we have achieved it or not. So we claimed that, you'll be able to translate 41,100, more than 50% was like almost 40,000 words of Quran yourself. So we will check that today. The second part, grammar, will be done tomorrow, and similarly we'll share the the plan for closing the course as well. If you will be all willing, we'll have the revision sessions coming week, and then your final quiz. So Alhamdulillah, by the end of the last lesson, we have already covered our target. So we have completed the course. Now we are going to check out. You have already learned 50% words. So what we are going to do is, we are going to apply this check, number 1, on the first 5 verses or starting verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. So, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alif Lam Mim, Zalikal Kitabu La Rayba Fihi, Hudal lil Muttaqeen. Now, what I want you to do is, before I start explaining and interpreting these words to you, I want you to look at these words, try to translate them yourself. Not the one which you have already memorized probably, but the way you have learned during this course. Number 1. Number 2, if you are unable to maybe translate a word written here, look at its construction and try if you can make the parts of it. And third step is, if even you are unable to do that, try to look at its construction and find out whether it is what expression of grammar does it carry. All right. So you already know about ism, fail, noun. You already know about the mazi, mudare expressions, amr, wa nahi. So I'm sure, inshallah, you'll find these other things. You might also be able to identify a word being whether a masculine or a feminine one, or being a singular or a plural. Okay. So that's going to be your task today. Now, I'm giving you time, and I might be asking you a few questions about it. So what you're going to do is, sometime you may like to respond in the chat box, and I'll be happy if you would like to respond directly live through your mics. So, okay. Now, anyone who can do the action for Zalika, do it yourself, and then let me know the meaning of it. Okay, and then I will do the action and you'll get to know, okay, whether you have done the right action or not. And if you know the translation, also do that. So you remember we said zalika. Can somebody tell me the plural of zalika? What was the plural of zalika?
Zalikum.
Think again, please. Zalika, ulaika.
Ulaika.
Zalika, ulaika.
Ulaika.
And tilka, ulaika. Zalika, tilka. So that is for when we point to some object or something or someone. So zalika. Al-kitab. What is al-kitab in its construction? Is it a noun or a verb or a particle?
Noun.
Is it now?
Excellent. So now why would you say this noun with such a confidence?
Because al is there.
Exactly. There is alif lam. All right. La raiba, la. You know the meanings of la? What does la
No.
mean?
No.
No. Excellent. Now, fihi. Can you do the action of fihi? You know the table of fihi. You have already done it. Fihi.
In it. In it. In it.
Yeah. Fikum, fina. Right? So fihi.
In it.
Wonderful. That means in that. So hudan. Hudan. You have also studied this word. Hudan.
Guidance.
Guidance, exactly. So how would
Yes.
you break the word lil muttaqeen? How would you break it?
Lil for
Muttaqeen.
For
How many
li-
parts of it?
li for
Li
muttaqin.
muttaqin.
Li and al muttaqeen. Li and al muttaqin. Now let's look at the words which we already know, and then we'll explore the words. You see, these are the words we already know. We know zalika is that, al-kitab is the book, la is no, fi in it, hudan guidance, lil muttaqin li is the same li, lahu lahum laka li, lakum lana. You remember we did lillahi, alhamdulillahi. So this is the same li, lil muttaqin. Now the only two words left here are alif lam mim and muttaqin. So now let's take their meanings. Alif lam mim is a code word, the meanings of which only Allah knows. While rab is another word which we didn't study during this course, which means doubt. So zalikal kitabu la raiba fihi. That is the book. There is no doubt in it. No doubt in it. Hudan, it's a guidance. For whom? Lil muttaqeen. The ones who are God-fearing, the ones who are God-conscious. Muttaqeen. Muttaqeen is a plural expression, and muttaqi is a singular. So alhamdulillah, look at this ayah now. Now, we don't just know the translation. So much more than that. Although we said that during the course you'll be able to translate it 50% of the words, but look at your information and knowledge. You know whether it is an ism, fail or noun. You know what is the construction of it. You know how can you break it down. So let's look at the next ayah. الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون. Now for this word, look at the words first. Let me ask you a few questions to check out where do we stand, and inshallah then we will look at the running translation of it. So who would like to tell me what is the singular of allazina?
Allazi.
Alladhi.
Allazi.
Excellent. Allazi is singular and allazina is plural. So what does allazina mean?
Those who.
Those who.
Those who. Exactly. Perfect. Mashallah. Very happy to hear that. Now, yu'minuna, we have not studied the word yu'minuna in the course, but can you tell me from the construction of the words, what do you think this word could be? Is it a mazi expression or a mudare? Is it singular or plural?
It's madare.
It is muzare plural.
Madare.
Mudare. Excellent.
Plural.
Yu'minuna. And in mudare it is plural, right?
Plural.
So yu'minuna. Alhamdulillah. So even if we don't know the translation, we alhamdulillah have been able to understand the construction of the words. So that is the also expertise we have achieved in the course, right? Bil ghaib. Can you break it down into 2 parts? Bil ghaib.
B. Bil ghaib. Bil ghaib.
Bil ghaib. Excellent. Al-lazina. Al-lazi is singular and al-lazina is plural. So what does al-lazina mean?
B
right?
al-ghaib.
And al-ghaib. Excellent. So many a times when you break down the words, you will be able to make the meaningful, idea from the different parts of the word. So, B is a particle. It is a harf jar. Al-ghaib, okay, which is something which is not in front of us, which we cannot see, perceive.
Unknown.
Unknown. Wa yukimuna. Wa yukimuna. You all know the meanings of wa. What does wa mean?
And.
This is
And.
this is the wa, which means and. Yukimuna. Again, you know the construction of the word. Yukimuna. By the way, this word with some changes, other ways we have also studied.
Madare.
So great. Alhamdulillah. As-salah. Is it a ism fail or a harf jar?
Ism.
Is an ism. And can you find out from the word whether it is a masculine one or a feminine one?
Feminine.
There is a circular ta at the end, and its plural also becomes with adding alif ta. Salah, salawat. Okay. Mimma. Now the next word mimma is actually two words. Once you break it down into min and ma, you will be able to translate. Razaqnahum. Beautiful word. I want you to try doing its sections. Razaqnahum. Although we have not done the word razaka, this fail, but I'm sure in your memory you'll have the meaning of razaqna. So how would you make from the table? For example, if I say abadna, if I say fatahna, so razaqna hum. Now, can somebody translate it for me? Razaqna hum.
We have given provision for them.
We gave sustenance, we gave livelihood hum to them. Excellent. Razaqna hum. Okay. Yunfiqun. Again, if you have not even studied the word, you would know the construction. It's a mudari expression. It's plural.
Madare.
Yeah. MashaAllah. Great. Now, look at these words. Alhamdulillah. The red lines we already know. We are sure about them. The other words, if we don't know their translation, but we understand, we know what they are in their construction. Right? So, yu'minuna, they all believe in. So let's look at, they all believe. Those who, alladhina yu'minuna, those who all believe in what? Bil ghaib, in the unseen, in the unknown. Wa yuqimuna, and establish. You remember the word akama? And
Yes.
Qiyam.
Yeah.
Qiyama.
Qiyam, exactly. So yuqimuna, and they establish. What do they establish? As-salah, the prayer. Wamimma, wamin and ma. And out of what? What is that connecting? And min is, for, out of which. Razaqnahum, razaqna, we provided, we gave to them. Yunfikun, they spent. Yunfikun. I am sure we are all aware of the Arabic word infaq. So we say infaq fi sabilillah, spending in the way of Allah. So yunfikun. You also remember in this course, we have said one of the learning tip is, associate words with some examples, and you will remember their meanings. So yunfikun, if it appears to be a new word for you, remember infaq fi sabilillah, okay? And you will know the meanings of yunfikun. They spend, from whatever Allah has given to them, they spend it. So alladhina yu'minuna bil ghaibi wa yuqimuna as-salata wa mimma razaqnahum yunfikun. Let's look at the next ayah. I hope you're feeling very happy, the amount of information, alhamdulillah, the expertise you have all achieved. وَالَّذِينَ يُؤْمِنُونَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ إِلَيْكَ وَمَا أُنزِلَ مِنْ قَبْلِكَ وَبِالْآخِرَةِ هُمْ يُوقِنُونَ. Now let's try doing the translation. وَالَّذِينَ, who will translate?
And those who.
And those.
And all those, exactly.
And all those
who. يُؤْمِنُونَ.
Believe.
They believe. We have just studied it on the previous slide. Now, bima, unzila
With what?
ilayka.
In
Ilayka.
what?
How would you point for ilayka?
In what?
Ilayka. You know, you have done also the table of ilayhi, ilayhim, ilayka, ilayya, ilaykum, ilayna. So, ilayka, towards you. Okay. فَمَا أُنزِلَ مِن قَبْلِكَ. How would you break down this last word, qablika?
Qabl and Ka.
And ka.
Excellent. Qabl and ka. Qabl, that which is done earlier, and ka, you. So something which is done before you. So something which was revealed before you. Unzila min qablika. Wabil akhirati. How would you break
And-
down this word?
And wa,
And be
ba, la,
al-akhirah.
khera. Akhira.
Excellent. Hum, you already know the meanings of hum. Yuqinun. Yuqinun, if we don't know the meanings, if we haven't seen the words, but we can still make out, this appears to be a mudare and
Mudare.
a plural. So
Plural.
let's, alhamdulillah. Now, look at this. Wallazina yu'minuna, and those who yu'minuna believe in what? Bima. We only, in this ayah, there are 3 words only. I think if I question you, what percentage of the ayah you know yourself, it is like, alhamdulillah, almost. So now let's look at the remaining words. The remaining words were unzila. Unzila is sent down. What is revealed? What is sent down? Unzila. To you. To you means ilayka, to you. What does it mean? Who is the you here?
Hazrat Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
The Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So, of course, when we are reading Quran, we are understanding it, you should keep the context in mind. Ilayka, wama, and what unzila was sent down, min qablika, before you, wabil akhirati, and in the hereafter, hum, they, yuqinun, firmly believe. Yuqinun, firmly believe. People with the Urdu background can very easily understand yaqeen, yuqinun, firmly believe. This is the ayah. Now we have applied check on this. Let's go to the next one.
Excuse me.
أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون. Now, أولئك, we have just done it. What does ala mean?
Upon.
Upon. On.
On or upon. Excellent. Hudan we have done. Min we know. Rabbihim. What does Rabbihim mean? Do the action for Rabbihim.
Your Rabb.
There.
There.
There, Rabbihim. See, if you'll do the action right, that's the benefit of TPIA. You will not forget. Even if you say it out, your body will remind you, know, this is their Rabb. Okay.
There.
If it had to be Rabbukum, while this is Rabbihim, their Rabb. وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Now, in this ayah, Mubarakah, the only word new looks to be al-muflihun. If I ask you, what is al-muflihun in its construction? Ism, fail, or harf?
Noun.
Ism.
Ism.
Yes, excellent.
Ism.
Now,
Plural.
if it is an ism, is it a singular one or a plural one?
Plural.
Plural.
Alhamdulillah. So we at least know something about it, even if we don't know the translation. Alhamdulillah. We know 90% of this ayah Mubarakah. Let's look at the remaining word. So, أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَىٰ هُدًى مِّن رَبِّهِمْ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. Those are on guidance from their Lord, and they are the successful ones. Muflihun is from falah. Falah means success. Al-muflihun, those who are carrying the success, the successful ones. So with this, alhamdulillah, we have applied the check on the first 5 ayahs of Surah Baqarah. Let's also apply this check on some other ayats, Ayat al-Kursi. But before that, let's do this quick interaction with each other. Ulaika ala hudan. Translate A, B, C, D. Which one is the right answer?
Mujhe C.
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 Ulaika.
Great. Those are on guidance. Laika ala hudan. Mashallah. Now, wamimma means
D and out of what?
D.
C.
And D. D. D.
Because there is as well, it should help you than min and then ma. Ayah is very important with reference to knowledge also. For seeking more knowledge, we should by all
Interrupting your sound. It is interrupting your sound. We are not listening you.
Allah la ilaha illa huwal hayyul qayyum la Assalamu alaikum. I'm sorry. Do you hear me now?
Now, yes, it is coming now.
Okay. Sorry. I think there was some signal
Interruption.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, I have shared the slide. Please, you can go ahead.
Okay. These slides you have shared, Brother Hai?
Yes.
Okay. So, and out of what? Next. Alhamdulillah. So let's go to the Ayatul Kursi, and we were talking about Allahu la ilaha illa hu. So let's start translating it. Let me know. We know the meanings of Allah, meanings of La.
No.
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 Excellent. Ilah,
God.
the one
God.
worship. Illah,
Except.
Except Allah.
except. Who, you can do the action for who or huwa,
He.
right? Huwa.
He.
You know, so al-hayy al-qayyum. Now if we have not translated it, but I'm sure you can tell me what are these are ism, fi'l or noun. Ism, fi'l
Noun.
or harf.
Noun.
Ism.
Exactly, these are nouns.
Noun.
These are ism,
Ism.
right? Great, mashallah.
Qayyum is also
La
noun.
ta'khuzuhu. Now la is a separate one. How
No.
many parts of ta'khuzuhu?
One.
3, 2.
Four parts.
Ta'khuzuhu. Please think carefully.
Is ta,
Three parts are there.
two lam,
That's actually ta'khuzu and who. Okay.
Acha.
Sina.
Four
Yeah.
parts.
Now this sina is it ism, fail or harf?
Ism.
Great. Ism.
Ism.
Wala noun. Noun, I'm sure you all know the meanings of noun. We said as-salatu khairum min an-nawm.
sleep.
Sleep. Noun.
That is
Noun.
sleep. Exactly. So what comes before sleep? What do we start doing before sleep?
We are drowsy. We are trying to.
Yeah, exactly. So sina is what happens with us before sleep, right? I'm just trying to give you a way that you could remember it now. So look at this ayah. Now, alhamdulillah, we know a good part of it. Next click, Brother Hai. Yeah. Look at the red underlined words. We all already know their meanings. Now, for the remaining parts, let's look at their meanings now. But alhamdulillah, we knew their construction. Al-Hayy, Hayy is the ever living, and Al-Qayyum, the sustainer and the protector of all that exists. So it's Allah who has kept everything in his hands. Al-Qayyum, okay? La ta'khuzuhu, does not overtake him sina, slumber, drowsiness, dizziness, the feeling before the sleep. Wala naum, and not even sleep. Right? Alhamdulillah. So we know a great part of it. Let's look at the next part of it. Lahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard, man zal ladhi yashfa'u indahu illa bi izni. Now, do the action for lahu. How would you do the action for lahu? What does it mean?
To him.
To him.
Lahu, yeah, exactly. Lahu, you have done the table. Lahu, lahum, laka, li, lakum, lana. For him, for them, for you, for me, for you all, for us. So this practice is, if it is good, I am sure then you are going to do great. And remember, whatever we are learning here, you have to have an interaction with Quran. I'm really missing my Quran here, away from my, desk at home. I wanted to show you Quran today, time and again, and look for these words in the Quran. So, lahu ma fis samawat, ma fis samawat. Ma, you know the meanings of ma? Lahu ma fis samawat wa ma fil ard. So which meanings of ma you think will apply here?
What?
Yeah, what, but whatever. What has the meaning of, ma has three meanings. Can somebody tell me all three of them now?
No, and what? Not.
Exactly. It has a meaning of no, it has a meaning of what, and a whatever. Whatever meaning by the connecting what. So now, you remember when we learned these meanings, so you had questions, how would we get to know what meanings of ma will apply here? Now look at the context. The context itself explains, which meanings of the ma must be applied here. So lahu ma fis samawati. What does samawat mean?
Sky.
Yeah.
Sky.
Is it a singular or plural?
Plural.
Plural.
It's plural. And fi means
In.
Wa ma fil ard. What is ard?
And
Noun.
earth.
Earth. Okay. And man.
Man what?
Who?
Man
Okay.
who?
You remember man, we have also learned the two meanings. So the meaning here is man zallazi. Za is a new word, but allazi, you all know the meanings of allazi. We learned allazi. Allazi allama bil kalam. So allazi mean the one who.
The one.
The one who.
Exactly. Yashfa'u indahu. Indahu is also, indahu we have done the table. I'm sure you all know the meanings. You can also do the action. Where will you point for indahu?
With.
On the right side.
him.
Yeah, the right side. You'll say indahu, indahum, indaka, indi, indakum, indana. So what does it mean indahu?
With
Him, right?
with him.
Illa.
Except.
Now the last word, I want you all to break it into parts and let me know how many parts. Bi-iznihi.
3 parts.
Three
Be,
parts.
3 parts.
he.
3 parts.
Isn't and he.
Be, zin,
Isn't and
he.
Excellent. Be and he.
Is.
Very good. Now, once you look at the beauty of this method, once you have learned to break the Quranic words, you will be able to make meanings of many of them. Now, be is a harf-e-jar, it is a different one. Izn. The moment you say, oh, it is izn, I know izn Allah, meaning by Allah's permission. And in Urdu, by the way, it's common in Arabic as well. And we say izn am in Urdu also, which means permission. His permission. Who is he here? Who is he
Allah.
here?
Allah. Allah.
Allah, exactly.
Allah.
So now let's look at, aren't you feeling happy? I'm feeling very happy that we have learned so much, alhamdulillah. Yeah, look at this now. All this red, we already knew it. Lahu, for him, to him belongs ma fis samawati wal ard wa ma fil ard, whatever is there in the skies and whatever is there on the earth. Man zal ladhi, who is he that yashfa'u. Now this is the word we are going to learn today. Indahu, with him, illa, except bi iznihi, with his permission. So next slide explains to us, yashfa'u, can intercede, yashfa'u, shafa'at, sifarish. So nobody can do it except Allah or except anybody with the permission of Allah. So Allah himself is explaining it here that nobody has that capacity except Allah. So yashfa'u bi iznihi, with his permission. Now this part is ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim wa ma khalfahum wa la yuhituna bi shay'in min ilmihi illa bima sha. So ya'lamu, the very first thing, I think you all can translate. You have done the table of alima.
Yeah, it's a mudare. He knows.
This is mudare.
Madare.
Mudare of which fi'l?
Muzari of
Ilm.
alama.
Ilm.
Somebody saying alama. Is it alama?
Ilm.
Alamu. Ya'lamu.
I want you all to think again. What is the verb? What is the first mazi expression of this?
Ilm.
Ya'lamu.
Alima.
Ya'lamu. Ya'lamu.
Alima.
Alma.
Excellent. Somebody said alima. Please
No.
remember, pronounce it right. It is alima, like samia. It is not alama. Alima. Alima ya'lamu. Right? So I think some of us need to do this good practice as well. Alima ya'lamu. So what does it mean? Ya'lamu?
He knows.
He knows, exactly. He will know. He knows. Ya'lamu ma bayna aydihim. Whatever is. Baina, I think you have also studied this baina in one of the previous supplications. Baina is something which is in between. Okay? And aydihim, we will learn about the aydihim. Actually, it is the plural of yad. Yad is the hand. Aydihim, both hands. Him, there. Wama khalfahum, and whatever is khalf is khalf. If you remember Khalifa is the one who comes after somebody. Khalfahum, at the back. Hum, there. Wala yuhituna. Yuhituna, you understand the construction. Bishay'in. What does it mean? Bishay'in. We have done this word as well.
Anything.
Anything, yeah, exactly, things. Min ilmihi. Min, you know the meanings from ilmihi, his knowledge. Okay. Illa bima sha. Except or whatever he himself. Sha, what does sha mean? I think you all also can do this. Sha.
This is from inshallah.
Inshallah. From inshallah.
So what does sha mean?
He
Will.
wills.
He wills, exactly. Excellent. Very good. So yeah, brother, hey, next slide. Now, alhamdulillah, we did all this in the course already. And alhamdulillah, we know from the construction of the words also many things. Now, I'll explain to you after baina aydihim. Yes, brother, hey, next slide. So on the next slide, now look at this, baina aydihim. So we translated whatever is before them and whatever is behind them. So Allah knows whatever is, before somebody or behind him. What actually means is the Arabic word is baina aydihim. Whatever is in their hands. For example, look at me. If the cell phone is in my hands, in my both hands, so it is definitely in front of me. Okay. So this Arabic expression explains whatever is before them and behind them, in front of them or behind them. So between their hands. So are you getting this point? Aydihim, something between hands means something in front. وَمَا خَلْفَهُمْ, and that which is behind them, وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ, and they will never be able to overcome it. They will never be able to know it and encompass it. So, بِشَيْءٍ, anything, مِنْ ilmihi, of his knowledge, illa, except that which he wills. As my sister said, sha, as we have learned also, insha'Allah, if Allah wills. So, sha, he wills. Ji. وَسِيَ كُرْسِيُّهُ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ وَلَا يَعُودُهُ حِفْظُهُمَا وَهُوَ الْعَلِيُّ الْعَظِيمُ. So I'm sure from here you can identify many of them. As-samawat wal-ard, we know. وَلَا يَعُودُهُ. You can make two parts of it. Similarly, hifz. How many parts of this hifzuhuma?
Two parts.
Okay, two parts. And the moment you say two parts, I think you will be able to translate one part because we have learnt it. Huma. What does huma mean?
They both.
Two.
Huma, both.
Yeah, we say for two, both. Actually, the table should go huwa, huma, hum. But huma is not used very frequently. So for your ease, we have done the table of huwa, hum. But you remember when we did one of the supplication of when we get back from the ruku, we also did a supplication and we learned the word of huma. Huma is for two. So wahuwa, wa huwa, and he. Al-Aliyyul Azim. What are these two? Are these ism, fail, or harf?
Ism.
These are ism, alhamdulillah. We have studied them also. We said Subhana Rabbiyal Ala, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. So now, brother Hay, next. Look at all these red underlines. We know them already, alhamdulillah. So let's look at the remaining words. So wasi'a is to cover, to encompasses kursiyuhus samawati wal ard, his chair to the heavens and the earth. Wala ya'uduhu, and he feels no fatigue, no tiredness, no exhaustion in hifzuhuma, guarding and preserving both of them, meaning by samawat wal ard. Wahuwa, and he is Aliyul Azim, is the most high, and Azim is the supreme. Alhamdulillah. So yeah, quick check on our learning. Illa means
The.
Only.
illa.
Illa.
Except.
Only. Only.
The.
Except.
Except.
But yeah.
But.
Except, but, except.
Brother, somebody was saying A, please do not confuse it with innama. Innama, this is illa, okay? Fis samawat.
B.
B.
Be in the skies.
Wait. Baina samai wal ard.
Between the sky and earth.
Alhamdulillah. Okay. Shayun means
Things.
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 A.
Great.
Things. B.
Badikum.
Prideful.
Badikum.
After them.
After you all.
After you all. Excellent. MashaAllah. So, Brother Hay, could you please quit the screen? I have to show the schedule and explain it to everybody for the schedule for upcoming week. Can you please stop sharing screen for a while? No, please stop sharing screen, Brother Hay. Let me share the screen here. Just a minute.
I have already there.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Sorry. Now, dear all, because we are nearing completion. Tomorrow, inshallah, will be our, as I said, the second part of the lesson B. So now there are options for you. One option is that we take the quiz on the 20th. And another option is normally, because in other courses, participants always request us to do revision. So I have kept an option for all of you. If you like, we can do our revision session in the coming week on 20th and 21st August. So one day it will be a complete Quran revision, one day it will be a complete grammar revision. And homework links will also be closed on 23rd of August. So please, if you have missed any of the previous homeworks, try to complete it by 23rd of August. I'm talking about the online homework, which is sent to you, the link. Similarly, your workbook submission date is also August 23rd. So you still have 10 days. If you have not been able to do it, please complete it. Somebody is still asking me how to do the workbook. Well, that's okay. I understand you might have missed upon some information. We have sent you the soft copy. If you still need the soft copy, WhatsApp me. I'll send you the soft copy. Take the printouts, fill in with your hands. And, there is 15% weightage of the workbook for getting certificates. So with full marks, the last date is August 23rd. With minus 10% marks, the last date will be August 26th. And quiz date for the final quiz is August 27th. Please remember, on August 27th, a new course of English is also starting. So same time, same days, the same course. So if you are interested, or if you want somebody to get enrolled, that will be great. We are starting another English course, inshallah, the corresponding week. The timings for which will be different. We want to facilitate our friends sitting in Africa, because some of them were finding it very difficult because they have to get up very early morning. So we will launch a course late hours in Pakistan time, so that my friends and fellows in African countries could easily attend those, and European countries. So this course on August 27 will be launched especially for Canada, US, and those African countries where they find it easy to attend in the morning hours. So you can spread out the word. First, let me know, please, whether you would like to have a revision session coming week on 20th and 21st, and then the house will be open for all questions. Yeah, please. You can raise hand. You can first. I think it will be good if you please give me feedback in the chat box. Say yes or no. I am asking this question. Just say yes or no. Should we have a revision session on 20th and 21st of August? Yes. All right, brother Imtiaz is saying yes.
Yes, yes.
Brother Tahir, okay, great. Sister
Yes.
Raima, wonderful. I think most of you agreed. So if you all are agreeing, we will keep the revision session coming week. Tomorrow will be the last part of this lesson, and the coming week, 2 days, will be revision of the whole course, Quran part as well as the grammar part. Okay. So inshallah, you'll get another chance to prepare well. And then your final quiz will be inshallah on 27th. So this decision is taken. Final. Okay, now any questions, please? Any comments, any questions?
What will be the syllabus of the course?
Brother, complete syllabus from lesson 1 till lesson 20. Now, alhamdulillah, we have completed this all. To facilitate you all, tomorrow after the class, I will share all the links of the recordings as well as all the links of the homeworks in one post, so that you could easily check out. Yes, next is Brother Imtiaz. Yeah. Alashna Ishaq.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So I want to ask the workbook that will scan it and send. We would have not sent anyone at all.
Sorry, brother, the workbook, what did you say?
The workbook,
Eng
are we
Batch.
going to scan it and send everything?
If somebody is able to, sorry, that there is some issue of the sound. I could understand. Okay, if you're asking about workbook, we send you the soft copy, you take printouts, you do work on it, and then you can submit it back to me by taking either the pictures of it. Ideally, you scan it, make a PDF file and submit it to me. I think my sister, two sisters, is Sister Raima sitting here? She has almost submitted the entire workbook. Sister Raima, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I'm here.
Yeah. So, mashallah, she has already submitted it.
I have all, Asrar Khan, I have already submitted all workbook.
Brother Israr, to me?
Though, Bizar hai.
Okay, great, mashallah. Wonderful.
Can we send the corrected copy to you or the, because I have get it corrected
yes, you
by
will send me the final copy, inshallah. You all, whoever you're sending the workbook for correction, reviews and all that is okay. But before this date, which is written there, please don't send it these days because I am receiving workbooks for another course. So maybe close to 23rd August, from maybe you can send it from 22nd August onwards, 21st August onwards, because I'm receiving workbooks for another course. So it will be sort of a bit difficult for me to manage. But mashallah, I'm happy that some of you are already on it. You have completed it. Because he hasn't submitted any. Yes, brother, you can scan and send. Perfect. How do I submit the workbook assignment? It is in PDF. Can we have a soft copy that can be assigned online? Brother Sekelala, yes, actually, you have to take the printouts of the soft copy. You cannot fill in on the computer. For that, we send you the online homeworks. We want you to write with hand. It is important that we write, we use these fingers, we use all the senses and we write down. And that will greatly help you for learning. Okay. Yes, Dr. Muhammad Salahuddin.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Brother,
Yes.
you want to ask something?
No, sorry.
Okay, your mic was on, that's why I asked if you have any questions.
Yeah, sorry.
What would be the format of final quiz? Sister Raima, inshallah, tomorrow after the class, you will be explained the format of, not tomorrow. In the revision sessions, you will all be explained. Tomorrow in the final class, we will say the final words. And you all will be also allowed to share your, your expressions and your feelings and your feedback about the course. And in the revision class, we will inshallah share with you the format of the quiz, the entire format of the quiz. So that will be done next week. You'll be explained how the quiz will be, how you have to attempt it, what are the things you have to be careful about. Okay. Right. Any other questions? So Alhamdulillah, I think all questions are done. So with this, once again, I congratulate you from the core of my heart. I am personally feeling very happy on this Allah's blessing that Alhamdulillah, Allah has given us another chance in life to learn Quran, to teach Quran, to reach this completion of the course. So inshallah, tomorrow after the last lesson, we would complete it fully. I request you all to pray to Allah for me, for Brother Hay, for the entire team who is trying to communicate such courses and propagate them with all of you. And you all have been very, very kind, very regular, and very passionate. Your passion has been driving us to, Alhamdulillah, try to do our best as well. So I hope when the new course starts, you will inshallah become our ambassadors and will take more people into the fold of Quran. So your service will be, I would urge you all to come into teaching of these courses. So inshallah, once you have done your final quiz, we say if you take 90% marks in the final quiz, if you do your workbook fully, you will qualify to be a QC1 teacher. And inshallah, you can also become part of our pool of the QC1 teachers, assistant Quran teachers, because for qualifying fully as a certified Quran teacher, you need to do a little training program also. But anyways, once again, I wish you all great luck with your learning of Quran. We will inshallah continue it for lifetime. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. How do someone do to participate in physical class? Yeah, physical classes are held here in Pakistan, in Islamabad. So it will be great you come over to Pakistan and attend the physical classes in Islamabad, in many other countries of the world as well, in Saudi Arabia. And this is, otherwise, I would say if that is not possible, you have attended the course online, you develop the expertise and start conducting the physical classes in your countries, in your surroundings, in your nearby areas. Yeah, I knew you're from Nigeria, that's why I said. So inshallah, I'm sure one day you'll be conducting these courses there in Nigeria, in physical classes. Okay. So any other questions before we say goodbye? Okay, so there are no more questions.